Hi, it's me, Dr. Kopcha. I just wanted to create a brief video where I walked you through how to go about not only finding articles about your research topic of interest, but also how to get them from the UGA library. So I'm going to demonstrate that here. I always start with Google Scholar, to be honest with you. So I will type that in, scholar.google.com, and it's going to take a minute. So I really like working from Google Scholar first. What I find is that at the very least, working with Google Scholar is a way for me to refine my keyword searching. I may not, when I first have an idea for what I want to get literature about, I may not understand the way the academic community is talking about that thing. And so by using Google Scholar, I can read through titles and abstracts and learn more about what academic language I should be using. The other thing it gives me is a sense of what learning and learning theories people are using around my topic of interest. I mean, I'll be honest, sometimes I'm interested in a technology more than I am a learning theory. And so I have to then connect the two somehow. So doing a search for my technology in Scholar and seeing some of the titles that come up is really helpful with regard to seeing how is this being framed from a theoretical point of view, and then I might adopt that or integrate it into my own thinking about my topic and the research that I'm trying to propose. So I'm going to start with something that is near and dear to my own heart: teacher professional development with technology. And I really encourage you to think about how you would have a casual conversation with someone about your topic of interest, because that's the keyword search I would recommend starting with. I think it's a great one. So if I were to talk to somebody about my research of interest, that's what I would say. One of the things that I try and spend my time on and study is teacher, professional. You can see it already comes up in my Google Scholar search because I've done this search before. Development with technology. Now notice when I added the with technology, all of the recommended keyword searches sort of dwindled down. So let's see what comes up. One of the things that I attend to, and I encourage you to do this too, is what's the year we're talking about? Technology integration from 2003 looks very different than technology integration from 2013 and even 2018. So many advances have happened, right? But I'm going to go with this for now and just see what I'm looking at. Like, this looks promising. Teachers, professional development, and technology. I check out who the author is because I know some of the authors, but I don't know this one. And I check out where it comes from. And it takes time to develop this skill to be able to look at where it comes from. But this is the Society for Information Technology and Teacher Education, better known as CITE. And CITE is an offshoot of ISTE. So that's not bad. That's not bad. The problem you're going to have is that it's really hard to get documents from places like that. Okay. When you go to click on full text, they want your money. And I don't know that our UGA library has access to conference proceedings versus actual articles. But I can read the abstract. And the abstract tells me a lot of things, right? It tells me the key success to reform rests in the classroom teacher. That's good focus. To have better prepared teachers, we need ongoing systematic supportive program professional development. So there's some words popping up. Ongoing, systematic, supportive. Okay? So I'm going to go back. You can take notes on this. Sometimes I just let it marinate in my brain. This looks promising. Professional development in integrating technology into teaching and learning. Knowns, unknowns, and ways to pursue better questions and answers. Bonus, there's a PDF. That's always a bonus because I don't have to do any more work. If I can grab the PDF right from here, I don't have any more work to do. So I'm going to check this out. If you don't know this trick, I'll use Apple. It's whatever it is on the PC, but it allows me to just do a click with this button depressed, and it'll open it in a new window, or in a new tab, sorry. And then I can keep this tab up so I don't lose my search, but then I can look at what comes up for the PDF. And in fact, it is the whole PDF. I will also tell you, I have read this article multiple times. It's a good one. Even though it's from 2007, it's more of a large picture kind of paper. So it's a good one. And when you look at this abstract, that'll help you decide, is this a good fit for me? So if I'm in information gathering mode, this abstract looks good to me. But if I'm looking for specific studies about practices in professional development that work or don't work, this may not be a good one. So I'm constantly assessing and evaluating. Am I at a place where this is an article that makes sense for me? And it may not make sense right now, or it may be the perfect article for right now. But if you are interested in this topic, this is a good one. I recommend it, even though it's almost a decade old. There's a lot to be grabbed from it. Okay, and so that's what I'll do. I'll keep looking through here. Oh, look, there I am. 2012. All right, and so what I'm looking for are journals that look like they have some substance. Computers and Ed is a great journal. I have not read much from Technologies for Education, but there is a free, the PDF is available. And so that's always a bonus, even if I just click on it for information gathering purposes, so that I can start to formulate what is my topic. And I think that's really important to remember. You're not just going to jump in, find a bunch of articles, and finish this assignment. What's going to happen, I have read this before. What's going to happen is you're going to jump in and look at something and be like, I don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes. And other times you're going to say, that's exactly what I was looking for. And as you read, certain articles are going to make more sense to you, because you're soaking up all this knowledge in your sponge brain, and it makes other articles more accessible that might not have been initially. All right? But this is the process that I follow. I don't know that other people do, but it seems to work for me. My doctoral advisor had a great recipe for this. You find 5 good articles and make sense of them, then find 5 more good articles. And those 5 will be more refined than the first 5. But you're looking for 5 good articles. They need to touch on your topic and your thinking at least somehow. They help you refine your idea, then go find 5 more. By the time you're done reading 10 to 12 articles, you're going to have a good sense of what this thing is that you're trying to study, how other people are studying it, and what to do with it. Now, let's say you find something that isn't PDFable. It's something where you just can't grab the PDF right away. You need to go to the UGA library to grab it. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to have to move this for a second. Hold on. Sorry. I need to work with, here we go, I'll move me. One of the things that's helpful, once I have a good sense of the broad what is my topic, is I refine the search to the last year or 2. And you'll see a lot more things come up. And it's more likely once these things come up, you're going to find things that you just can't automatically access, because the newer they are, sometimes the harder they are to get a copy of. I can tell you I'm seeing some good journal sources here. Technology, Pedagogy, and Education. ETR&D is another good one. Here's one on, I'm not sure what Research and Development is. ETR&D is Educational Technology, Research and Development. So let's say that's the one. It says springer.com. Mine says view it at UGA, but yours may not. Mine says that because I'm on a UGA network and it detects that. So what I would do is I would click on this. There's the title. Yeah, see ETR&D, Educational Technology, Research and Development. I read the abstract. It looks good. There's no more for me to read. What I would do first is grab the name of the journal. I would open a new tab, and I would go to the UGA library. And that's literally what I search for, is UGA library. Click on Home, and you'll notice that there's different ways of searching here. And the way that I would recommend searching is, oh look, there's even a Google Scholar link, which I haven't checked out. But I would go for eJournals by title. And I would put in the name of the journal and search for it. And this is just the way I do it. You may find a more refined approach, but you can see here it is. There's online access. So I'm going to click on online access. I have to go back because I need to know it's June 2017, volume 65, issue 3. And that's important. Volume 65, issue 3 is how I'm going to locate this thing. All right. So I go back. I need to, EBSCOhost is fine. I'll just click on the first one. You can see here, I can grab 2017. 65.3 is the one I'm looking for, June 2017. And then I can see all of the articles that were published, including the one I was interested in, which was this one, Understanding the Relationship Between Pedagogical Beliefs and Technology. All right, and that's actually a good article. I recommend you read that one if this is an interest of yours. And then when you click on this, you can download a copy or print a copy. Now, what's nice now that I'm in this system that's important is if I go back one here to here, right, I can start browsing issues, looking for titles that are related. It's a little more cumbersome than just doing a Google search, but sometimes it yields some interesting things, right? So I might go to 2018 here and just start browsing. What are some other things that are being studied, knowing that this is a good journal? Design Matters. Look, design and fraction games. If you're a math teacher, that may be a good one for you. Task performance and retention. So you can see some of the titles here and that sort of thing. Another good way to find articles, if I go back to, not that, this one right here, you'll notice that, let's see here, what am I looking for? I'm on Springer link. Let me, it's hidden. That's why I'm going to move me. If you go to a search in Springer, now that you know that Springer publishes this type of thing, you can do your search again. Teacher Technology Professional Development. And see what comes up. It may not all be ETR&D, like this one is a math professional development. This one is in information technology, but it may be another way to get more articles as you start to refine your search. All right, here's a multi-level study that looks at, oh, I know these people. It's an ETR&D, and I know Andrew Walker, great guy. So this is probably a pretty strong article about teacher professional development. All right. In fact, I think most of the Springer documents are. But this is a way for you to search for whatever you're looking for. I could change the search to virtual reality here and see what comes up. There's books. There's a journal called Virtual Reality. And then I start getting into articles. There's one in the Encyclopedia of Multimedia from 2008, maybe a little too old. I'm looking for things that are sooner. All right. Not really getting any strong hits here, so I might refine the search, or I can go back to, where did my Google search go? I need Scholar. Where are you? Here? No, that's EBSCO. I'm lost in hyperspace. I'm just going to reload it. I'll go to scholar.com and I'll just look for virtual reality and see what comes up here. And so I'm just playing between the databases to see what comes up. It's not a precise process. I do think that Google Scholar is a better place to start because it helps you refine. You get a really good sense of what you should be asking, even if some of the journals aren't the strongest journals. But then once you get into a journal, you can use that journal to go look for other things within that journal, and sometimes that's productive too. Or, like I said, you can just browse recent issues and that sort of thing. Okay, that's a good overview of what I would say is a good process for going from Google Scholar to UGA libraries if you need to, if there's not a PDF available. All right, take care.